you taking my picture?
You want me to talk or what? Yeah. I'm Velma Jean Herndon. I live here in this home at 1814 West 5th. My husband Roy is here also. And our daughter Regina Fisher is taking these pictures. She and her husband Bill were here over the weekend, and Royce Jean came and joined us. And Kelly and Paige came on Sunday, and we're so happy to have all of you with us.
This is Roy Herndon. I grew up in Marshall County on a farm southwest of Madill, about 15 miles. I was born July the 17th, 1916. And at that time, children were born in the home rather than in a hospital. So the doctor came out horseback about 6 miles to deliver me. My mother and father, Tom Herndon, and my mother lived to be 99 and my father 86. We're sure happy to have Regina, my daughter, and Kelly Crystal O'Shea is here with her baby, which makes my great-granddaughter. I'm happy to have all of them here.
I told Paige we were making a movie, but she said she wanted to have lunch first. Paige, again. She's pretty relaxed right now. Paige, this movie is for you, about you. Wake up. It's about time for a burp. Maybe she could get a real good burp on camera.
I'll be sure and get a good one of our granddaughter and great-grandbaby.
Wow.
Kelly.
Did you get that?
And, oh, Paige.
She did need a burp. Maybe she just needs a little spit up, too.
We're having a little problem.
No, babies just spit up.
Nope.
That's what babies are all about. She doesn't like the taste of spit up too much.
Yeah.
Oh, they're taking your picture.
She says she's still
Hey,
hungry.
they're taking your picture.
She says she's still hungry and she likes
Oh, they take my picture now.
What's he doing? Look at that. She likes his squeaky old rocking chair. This is what her grandma and her mom was rocked in this chair. She likes it too. Paige, look
You
at
want to tell about the rocking chair, Mother?
What is it? Oh, the rocking. This chair that Kelly is rocking little Paige in was, I bought this at Ardmore, Oklahoma when we went to Tishomingo, Oklahoma, when my husband Roy was in college at Tishomingo. And I rocked my children in it, and we rocked Kelly, our granddaughter, and now little Paige has been rocked in it. And I told Kelly she could take it home with her if she wanted to use it at home.
We bought it in either 1947 or 1948.
So we'll have to hang on to it and give it to Paige for her babies. Do you think you want it for your babies?
Someone needs to take some of these.
You can narrate, Daddy.
Oh, there's a bag there. You're supposed to say something, Roy.
Who is this coming out there?
I'm Grandma.
It's Paige flying. Doesn't she look comfortable? She likes
She sure
it.
does.
This is little Paige.
She likes to go for
O'Shea.
long walks.
How old is Paige today?
She's 3 months old today.
Because she was
She's
born
flying.
February 5th, and today is May the 5th. And this is the way she likes to be carried. She doesn't like it the other way, turned around. But she looks like she's flying.
You know, if I was standing here, yeah.
tell me. Grandpa, you need to narrate.
How many generations is there?
4. Right?
All right.
Right, 4 generations.
The
I'm the
mom
first.
of the mom of the mom of the kid. Baby.
Okay, there's Velma Jean, the grandma.
Yep.
And Regina Fisher is
Kelly's
her
mother.
daughter. Kelly O'Shea is the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And Paige O'Shea is the great-great-granddaughter.
Just the great-granddaughter.
Just the great-granddaughter,
Yeah,
right?
let's take her out.
Oh, pardon me.
This is the way she likes
Great-granddaughter.
to sit in this. See, she likes she's flying. It's the only way she's just very happy.
And look at her little bald spot in the back of her head. She's worn all her hair off.
Oh, but now.
This is the first time we got to see little Paige.
Now, Paige, you'll be looking at this in a few years. Then you'll remember this was the year your grandmother was blonde-headed. Maybe you'll be blonde like me, huh?
You want him up closer?
You can use that wide-angle lens, too, on top.
I think you must have it on wide angle now.
Okay, I just go back and forth with it.
Okay.
Now, can she walk, Kelly?
Oh yeah. 3 months old and walking.
That's what the nice thing is.
She likes it outside. She doesn't ever say anything when we go outside. She likes it.
She likes to be held
Well,
like
does
this.
Grandma there think that's a pretty baby?
She likes to be held like this. She doesn't like to be held like this.
Oh, okay.
She'll start crying.
She can't see as well.
She likes to see, except it's so sunny, she can't see very well.
She misses her daddy right now.
Hey, Daddy. Where's Daddy? On May the 5th, 1992.
He's in Minneapolis. He went to take Bill's Porsche back to him so he could enjoy it for the summer. But he'll be home Friday. Today's Tuesday.
He's called every day, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he wanted to know how his baby was.
Sure. Philip has 2 kids, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got Christopher's almost 5 and Paige is 3 months.
Yep. Christopher.
Get over there.
And he wants a lot more. He wants.
Oh, no. I'll take this one then.
And yesterday was Good Mother's anniversary.
Yep.
2-year wedding anniversary.
2 years.
This is good mother.
Good mother, not grandmother.
Did you get her car that she's driving now? Your cars that you're driving now? That might be 25 years.
Huh?
That school by Grandpa's house I used to go to.
Kelly went to grade school there with Adam and Delia, who live down the street here.
Well, that's just bringing that school right on up here.
And I learned how to play the piano by the lady across the street, the red brick house.
Uh-oh, that's...
Neighbors across the street have the Ace Hardware store.
Okay.
Okay, did you turn it on?
I just turn it off.
No, right here. Just push that and it should say,
Let Regina do something.
I'll take a picture of Daddy out here. Daddy and Mother.
See if it's still going.
Yep, still recording. Oh well, I'll just keep recording then. Get a picture of Daddy. Daddy and Mother. Let me, just a second, let me get the long lens back on
How long
here.
have you been married?
50 years.
Kelly? I guess we don't have to look at it, do we? proposed before moving.
We have been married a little over 50 years.
She gets mad when she gets spit up.
Now you can come over here and here's another fourth generation. No, we don't have Regina. Quite. It's not quite fourth.
So you got a piece of clothes on your lip. Spit up. That tastes bad.
You almost move.
Might me have to have the wide angle to pick up that across the street, don't you?
Yeah. Right. Hope it's recording.
Turn. I see it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me put this on mine. Oh. It's sweet baby. Sweet baby. Yeah.
She wants to be balanced. She has a disgusted look on her face right now.
You're supposed to
There
look
she
at the
is.
camera and smile.
Hey, look over here at Grandpa.
I want to get you to laugh. She's
Look
been
over here,
laughing
Grandpa.
and cooing all day.
We got some good ones yesterday.
She needs a nap
Over here
right
at Grandpa.
now. Hey, don't you want to say something?
Oh, well, that's all right. Yeah.
A little bit and kind of.
But I haven't got it
First
yet. Did she say start?
First one on that list. Is that the first tune?
No, I haven't played it today. I don't know. That's why I didn't play it.
Is that the first one on the list?
Yeah, but
I was thinking about the first one we played a while ago. What was the name of it? That's not it. Why would you play that first time?
when my Blue Moon comes
Okay.
from. Let's start.
cool. What kind of guitar do you have?
What kind of guitar?
The first, is it on now? The first tune will be Foggy Mountain Breakdown. I'll play Grandfather's Clock.
Daddy, why don't you tell a little bit about your musical background?
Well, my grandfather played the violin. He was born in 1857, and he played for Dance. He started playing for Dance when he was about 16. Then, around 1900, my father started playing for dances with him. Dad was 9 years old at the time. Dad played a banjo, and he started me out on the banjo when I was 7 or 8 years old, and I was playing for dances. By 1928, I'd been about 12 years old at the time.
What was your dad, mother's name, and your grandparents that you know?
Yeah. Grandpa Herndon was born near Meridian, Mississippi, and March the 15th, 1853. Well, he got in trouble with his dad when he was 16. They had a big fight or something. He left home and never returned. He left home and started catching wagons along the way, and he wound up over in Arkansas, where he made a crop with a guy. A guy gave him so many acres to help him farm, and he said, when I get the crops laid by, I'll take you to, he said, you can borrow my horse and go home, which was probably about 200 miles back home in Mississippi. So, but before the time came that he was going to go, why, he fell in love with this guy's daughter, and they married, and they came into Indian Territory in Oklahoma. So he had 2 oxen that pulled a wagon, and his brother-in-law came also. He had 2 horses, so they moved over into Oklahoma, somewhere in Oklahoma. And I know by 1880 he was near Madill, Oklahoma. Dad was born in 91. So then my father was born in 91, 2 miles east of Madill, and a doctor rode a horse out there 2 miles and delivered him at home. And my mother was born in 1889 in Texas. She came to Oklahoma about 1902, came to Oklahoma. So she is from a long-lived bunch, though. There were 9 children, and they were 6 reached 90 or above. Mother was a little over 99. 2 are still living now. Has a brother at 97 and a sister 95. And
Do you know anything about her dad?
yeah, her dad Grandpa Harrison, now that's my mother's father, he studied to be a doctor. And all he liked being a doctor is to do an autopsy on someone. So there's a 12-year-old girl died in the community, so, or wherever he was taking his doctor's degree. And he said he didn't have the nerve to cut up this girl. And so he dropped out of medicine and turned out to be a Church of Christ preacher. But he had a good education. And her mother died about 1900, mother's mother. I don't know anything about her side of the family. Her name was Flowers, Mary Ellen Flowers.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
They were 6 kids, 6 of us kids, 4 boys and 2 girls.
Living.
And 2 are dead now. My sister died in 1943. She was born April 8th, 1918, and died in about a month after childbirth in 1943.
And what kind of instrument are you playing?
This is a 5-string banjo, a Gibson Mastertone 5-string banjo.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say before I ask Mother a couple of things?
Well, I can't think of anything, only like Mother had 6 brothers and sisters that reached 90 or above, including her. And there's one died at age 88, one died at age 85, and one died at age 64. She married a guy there. I knew him. He had TB, and she took it and it killed her when she was age 64. So we're from a long-lived bunch. Dad was 86, his brother was 85.
Well, maybe we'll all live to be 100.
We have the genes that lead to go on up a number of years.
Mother, you kind of have a musical family too. What's
Yes.
your background?
My mother was the first school teacher at a little community in western Oklahoma called Carpenter. And she played the piano and was the only one in the community that could give piano lessons. She did piano lessons. And she married my dad while she met my dad at that time and later married him. And we were raised in western Oklahoma. My dad was born in Arkansas, Euphrasia Wynn, and on February the 22nd, 1872. And he would move to Texas, and while he was young, he and his first wife, he'd been married, my mother was second marriage, moved from Texas into western Oklahoma. They filed on 160 acres there, and they built a house. They lived in the dugout for a while, and then they built him a house. And my dad, his first wife died quite young, left 3 children. Then he married my mother, and they had 2 of us, my brother and I.
And what kind of people were your mother and dad?
My dad was a very soft-spoken person, very well thought of in the community. And he brought his children up to not drink or go to dances or any of this sort of thing. And my mother was about the same way, only she was a little more forward, and she worked in the community and helped with the literaries. And they had literaries then in the little community building. And she played the organ. At that time it was the organ in the church. And my dad died at 61, and my mother passed away. She was 85.
So they were honest type people then?
Honest type, well thought of in the community. And anytime I go out there, if I ever meet anyone, of course many of them are gone now, but they tell me what fine people they were.
Something interesting I would like to mention about her mother and father.
Yes.
Now he had this land here. His wife was living, and her mother came up to visit some of her relatives in the community, and they met each other. But then she went back to Florida, I guess it was, and then when his wife died, he wrote her a letter. They wrote to each other a while and decided to get married. He had never dated her. So they met, she came up and he met her at a train at Oklahoma City, and they got married and then went home.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Isn't
Did
that
she,
something? Never had a date, got married.
She teach school in Panama City, your mother?
Yes, she taught school. She's taught 15 years altogether, different places, some of it in Oklahoma. And when she was a carpenter, though, the little community in Oklahoma, that when she wasn't married, she taught my dad's children from his first marriage. Some of them were in his class, and his later daughter-in-law.
So we've been talking about Paige's great-great-grandma and granddads on both of your sides, haven't we? That's
Right.
And of course it's Kelly's great-grandma and grandpa that we're talking about. Her grandma and grandpa are here talking about their folks.
Should I tell the story about my parents?
Now you, young lady, do you have anything to say about your parents?
You got kids now.
Were they good people?
Yes, they were all real good people.
Okay. One more little thing here about,
Perhaps I should mention that my mother, when she first taught at Carpenter, she wasn't married. They called her Miss Bailey. And when we go back, even to this day, and see anyone that knew her, it's Miss Bailey. When they talk about my mother, it's Miss Bailey.
not her married name, huh?
But
Not her married name.
I mentioned Panama City because it's not that far from where Paige was born.
Panama City, Florida, huh?
So her great-great-grandmother taught school not very far from where she was born and lives.
Okay. This is Paige's great-grandma and grandpa's backyard. Of course, they have a cellar in Oklahoma because if a cloud comes up, you have to go to the cellar.
Great-grandma has a touch. She put her out. She looks so sweet.
Oh, yes, she does. I told Kelly she's sweet just like she was.